transfer deadline day has happened, sort of. For all my people who really care about the details, technically you can still do transfers in between your leagues if you're in the Prem. But hey, it's basically closed shut. No more European transfers happening. No more global transfers happening for the Premiership. And hey, there were some good signings. There were some okay signings. And then there were some signings that make you say, would you really sign a 33-year-old this old for that club? But
Yeah.
anyway,
Yeah.
we'll talk about it. So, Jake, first off, we got to talk about who do you think is the winners of this transfer window? What do you
Man,
think?
I can tell you who losers are easier, but I'm not gonna. Um, Shoot, man,
Ah,
I'm an Arsenal fan. I got to start here. Okay, I don't think that we were the winners. Whatever. I
mhm.
don't think there's a far and away winner. There's definitely some losers. But man, Thomas Partey has been my favorite player. That's not an Arsenal player for the last 5 years. I watch that dude in the Champions League. He puts on a show. There's not a blade of grass that he doesn't touch in the course of a match. I love that dude. That's exactly what we've been needing. And we don't have to play Mohamed El Nini anymore. So that's a win-win. This transfer window, Arsenal, they get Partey. We got that number 6 finally. We got Gabriel. I think we fixed up the back line if we actually play him. We got Willian, and Willian is giving competition, which is so great.
It is.
And then we're filling in. We technically we got Ceballos again because we loaned him out again, but we moved Guendouzi. I think that needed to happen. There had some issues after that Brighton match, some ego stuff that needs to be fixed. I'm glad we didn't lose him on transfer. That's what I was afraid
Yeah,
of.
he has a lot I like him. A lot of
Yeah,
potential. Yeah.
no, he's a great player. And Torreira, he's not going to play anymore. I've heard he's struggling to adapt to English life. The language.
That's
All
all. They say that every time, bro.
yeah.
Football is football, man.
I'm glad we moved him. If he's not going to play, move him. We still own him. I mean, I don't know if Atletico are going to pull the trigger on that. We still own him. I think we made some really good moves. If anything, I would have liked to keep Emi Martinez because he's been putting on a show for Aston Villa. But I understand why we had to let him go. We've purchased the backup keeper. I mean, that's evened out, I guess. But I really like what we did with this window. I think that we filled the holes situationally as well as any team in the Prem. I don't know if
Gotcha.
the quality of player like Chelsea going and getting Havertz. That's a great pickup. Situationally, we needed Partey more than you needed Havertz. So I'm happy with the business that we did.
Yeah, I agree. And I think Arsenal has done a great ever since that Aubameyang signing. I think y'all have made smart moves. Kieran Tierney, one of my favorite signings that y'all did. Celtic runs hard, works hard. Enjoy him. You got Lacazette already. Pepe scored last night. I like what you said. Willian, not last night, but last game. Willian's providing that pressure. Pepe's like, hey, I'm 70 million. Put me out there. So I think y'all did great. Chelsea, I wouldn't call them winners, but definitely not losers. They
Yeah,
spent a lot of money, but like I told you, no pressure. Pressure's on Liverpool, and I see them cracking. Oh, snap. I got to say this. I meant to say it. This is the first time Liverpool has been the hunted and not the hunter. And I meant to say that earlier. You got to think about Liverpool in the sense of usually they're trying to get that trophy, that Premier League. They're always close, never get it. Now you have it. What are
yeah,
you going to do with it? Meant to say that earlier. But anyway, Chelsea, yeah, the pressure's not on them. The pressure's really on Frank. Like, the only person who's really going to be scrutinized or lose out is Frank Lampard. Chelsea, they're not meant to get first. And I don't know. I don't care what y'all say. You know it's Liverpool. Everybody knows it's Liverpool. They're not supposed to get first. So they need to kind of go far in the Champions League. I don't think they're even meant to win that. So I would call them winners, but I will also call them, hey, y'all spend a lot of money. Y'all need to, like, if you get lower than third,
yeah,
that's pretty much a loss. Like, it wasn't worth it. Because their team, they got third last year. So,
yeah.
but
I mean,
um,
definitely, you can't be dropping 200 million and finishing in the same place. So yeah, this is a big year. Yeah,
what about Everton, man?
man. Man, probably the biggest winner for me.
I
Maybe
agree.
when you look at the quality of the signings, maybe they don't hang with with Chelsea or even Tottenham, honestly. But what they are trying to build at their team is really impressive, and I like the steps that they're taking. And for a team like Everton, they rebuilt their midfield in 1 year with quality players, and they're competing. And I think this is just I think this is just the beginning. This is that Liverpool type of framework. We go out, we fix this. Now next year we're going to fix this. Next year we're going to win the title. Next year we're going to win it all. Like I really like the direction that they're heading, and I like the pickups they're making. And they did quiet business, man. They got James for 22 million. They got Doucouré for 20 million. They got Allen for 25 or 30 million. Just picking up people. And it's like, were these people not on people's radars? Like, I don't know
Bro, that's
how
what
they did this.
my biggest thing is that Decore signing. I don't
Yeah.
know. I'm not a huge Watford guy, but watch a lot of their games. He is like you got Troy Deeney. You had Ig Hollow back in the day. You had Eddie and Capu, but Decore was another central component to that team. Love him.
Yeah.
And I'm looking at their transfers. So they brought in Ben Godfrey from Norwich. I don't know a lot about him, but I hear he's pretty good.
I heard that he was the rock in that back line. And that was a fine back line. They got links to everywhere from that back line. So
Yeah.
I like that.
They got Decore, James Rodriguez, Allen. So there's a lot of good players in there, and they got Theo Walcott out. And Moise Keane is on loan. But Carlos Ancelotti, they came in, and here's the thing I keep telling people: trust your manager. They trusted him. They allow him to spend money. It's working. So I definitely think Everton has done a fantastic job. And I agree. James Rodriguez looks like – I'm looking at Zidane like you're the only person who can give him up because it's Real Madrid. But he looks top 5 right now.
Yeah, he's incredible. Yeah. The way he's moving around the pitch is as impressive as the goals and assists he's getting. That dude, He just looks reborn, man. He looks like that World Cup James.
That's what I'm saying. I'm like, where was it? He didn't play in Real Madrid, so I can't say where was it because he was just on the bench. But
he's
he
having
looked
fun.
great.
He looks like he's having fun, and that's a scary James. Flick the ball up and put it top corner in the World Cup goal of the year. Like that's a scary player right there.
Hey, 2014. So we talked about some of the winners.
I got to mention Tottenham too. I know I'm an Arsenal fan.
North London.
But Tottenham, they've done good business. I hate to say it. You got Bale coming in. Reguilon walks into most teams in the world.
Mm-hmm.
And Doherty was a great player for Wolves last year. This is another thing where the direction they're heading. I don't know if Mourinho is the long-term answer, but I like the direction they're heading. At least they're attempting to fix issues, which is honestly, it's sad that that's where the Prem is now, that you're praised for making an attempt. But they needed an attacker. They needed a midfielder. They needed a fullback. They went and got him. That's business. That's it.
And check this out. Apparently, Premier League clubs can still transfer.
They can transfer to lower leagues.
Lower leagues.
They can transfer. They can go get the two people that people are talking about would be Ben Rama and Sarr. Those are the two.
Okay, I forgot about that because they were supposed. Well, cool, got you. I forgot about that. And I also do want to talk about Ben Rama. I think somebody got to pull the trigger. Just do it. Just try it.
Shoot,
he ain't gonna cost too much.
He doesn't have to go to a top club. Dude, put him on. Put him
something
on a squad like that. He scored. I forget what round it was, but he just scored the goal of the FA Cup, like the goal of that round, whatever it was. The award for the best goal of that round. He dropped the shoulder
Meg.
And fired. Yeah, that was nice.
It was nasty. He's got some old school Riyad Mahrez in him. That's what I kind of see.
Yeah.
Okay, Tottenham did do good. Hopefully Bale. I think the best thing about Tottenham is you finally got a decent. Well, we don't know how he plays, but you finally got a decent striker. They had Fernando Llorente. That was the only person they had after Harry Kane. And it's like, yo, you got to get somebody younger. And they got Vinicius, not Junior, but a guy from Benfica.
Yeah.
So I like it. It. Losers.
You want to talk about some losers? Yeah.
Don't talk about Man U yet. Let's talk about City.
Okay.
Do you think they're a loser? Do you think they're a winner? Average?
Man, when you look at the team, it's just hard. I would put them. Can I put them in the middle? Can I write? Can I
Yeah,
write?
yeah,
Is that
yeah,
okay?
yeah,
Can I not give you an answer? Okay. Um,
yeah.
shoot, you look at the squad. You watch that game against Leeds. You're like, okay, when's the striker coming in? You know, but you look, they're paying two strikers full wage. So what can you do? You can't go buy a third striker. That's not going to work. You look, the midfield is weak against Leeds. What midfielder do you buy? You've got De Bruyne. You know, you've got Rodri. You've got. I mean, Ferdinand even came off the bench. That's a good player. I don't think there's much to fix there. They went and bought two center backs. That's honestly what they needed the most. I would have liked a fullback because Mendy's a fraud. I
Well,
guess.
they just bought Mindy though.
No, well, they bought him. He's playing like they just bought him. He's played 9 games in the last 3 years or whatever. He's got a World
Yeah.
Cup and a Prem, and he hasn't stepped on the field more than 10 minutes in a row. But I mean, they're making an attempt. I'll give them that. They definitely needed center back help. They went and got 2 of them. The Torres signing, I think that's for the future. I don't really love it right now, but you can't buy for right now very much anymore. Sane had to go out.
Yeah.
He had to go out. Jack Harrison is going to be good in the future, loaned out
He
to
will be
League.
very good.
Very good player. But you know how they are. There are a lot of young players that are great for City that never show up for City's first team. They never
touch the pitch.
they buy for that position. Honestly, their youth academy is just to make every dollar you spend on the youth academy is taken off your financial fair play bill. So,
Right? Because they sell them.
So every dollar they spend, they get to go and spend more money on players they're going to bring in. So they're just faking this youth academy thing. I would have liked the fullback. Maybe can you go find an Aguero replacement? You can't dump him yet. He's still too nice for that. So I don't know. I think that they did all right. I'll give them an all right.
I think I give them all right too. I think Ruben Diaz, smart. Who was the other center back they bought?
But Nathan Ake from Bournemouth.
Nathan Ake, good. Hasn't played as
Right, but he played week 1, so it doesn't even feel like a new transfer.
Yeah.
He's been there. Yeah.
He's been there. I forgot about Nathan. Chelsea low-key should have got him. But
He didn't start against Leeds.
he didn't.
They spent
Probably
40 million pounds on him, and they don't start him against Leeds.
Ruben Diaz did play pretty good.
Yeah,
Like, it wasn't bad. But yeah, I think they did all right. I do agree. I think it's time. To me, I would let a girl go around in the next year or so, just because old injuries, get your money while you can. But yeah, and also just bro, a girl. I was looking at his stats. He's like 3rd most goals. He's
Yeah,
close.
Yeah, no,
So-
one of the best ever. I mean, you say 3rd most, but I don't think first is reachable. It's like
Alan Shearer 268 or something.
way up there.
Yeah.
So you don't hang him around for moral
Forever.
victory. You don't owe him anything. But it's hard to cut
Right.
him. He's a legend for that club. I know that Manchester City have no legends. He's a legend.
He's a legend.
It's going to be hard to cut him. They're probably going to have to ride this forever. But then you're going to be paying him $300,000 a week, and he's not going to be playing. What do you do now? You're Manchester United. What do you do?
That's what I'm saying. Don't get stuck. But they did okay.
Yeah, they did okay.
Let's talk about it.
Okay, I'll start it for you. I know it hurts you. You have this affinity with Manchester United.
Whoa.
No, you do.
We got ties. We
you
got
want to
ties.
see him do well.
I do.
And so I understand the frustration. Hey, I'll start with good. I'll start with good to make you feel better. Chris
Okay.
Smalling does not play for Manchester United. Good for you. That's been a long time coming.
Long time.
Alexis Sanchez does not play for Manchester United.
Sad story, but yeah, time. I'm glad that's over.
That's a lot of money off the books.
$350.
And it's a free transfer. You would have liked to get 10 or 15 million for him.
Give me at least $1. Golly.
Did exactly the same thing that Spurs did with Eriksen. They know he was going on a free. They sold him early. They got a tiny bit of cash for him, whatever. But that's $350,000 off the books. So
That's true.
But the signings that came in, man, this is interesting. I don't know. Left back is an interesting choice for me for Manchester United. What do you
think so?
What do you think about of all the problems they have? I guess it would be the cheapest to try to correct. Do you think what do you think the mentality was behind that Alex Telles Porto. This says 15.4 million pounds, about $23 million. What do you
Okay.
think about that?
So right back, Basaka just bought. Not okay. I think Reece James next World Cup you'll see Reece James more than you see Basaka.
Yeah.
Anyway, he's not horrible. He's okay. Left back, I think Brandon Williams can play right and left back. So Luke Shaw has been doing better than originally, like 2 or 3 years ago.
Yeah.
But like you said, cheap fix, not that good enough. Good enough. He can come off the bench. You get Tayes. He's a sound player. It wasn't that expensive,
Yeah.
and I think I don't have a problem with it. I think he can get the job done. Also, the number one reason why you go for a fullback, they have Phil Jones, Lindelof, Eric Bailly, Harry Maguire. I think they got a couple more modest plays center backs. Like they have enough center backs. Somebody has to play well eventually,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah. You would hope so, at least. I
I
mean,
know.
they've been spending money like they should be playing. I thought Eric Bailly was the truth from all that hype that I read back in the past.
Yeah.
Now the dude doesn't. I mean,
I mean,
what?
he's been hurt so many times. It's yeah.
Yeah, he played a 3.6 against Tottenham.
Who played? That was probably the highest. That
Yeah,
might have been the highest.
Harry Maguire had a 3.3, but that's for another.
90 million.
Yeah. Yeah. So I guess that the left back signing is okay. I don't know. I don't watch Manchester United games and say that Luke Shaw is the problem. I understand he's not great. He's not great. There are obviously concerns about his fitness, and people love to make jokes about him because he's been underperforming for years. But of all the things that you need in that club, left back is not screaming out to me like it was for Arsenal years in the past. Okay, because I've seen a club need a left back before.
Yes, sir.
I mean, what they needed probably was an attacker and a cam and a holding midfielder. And
A new team.
and what did they get? They got a number 8 in Van de Beek. They got a left back in Alex Telles, and they got a youngster in Ahmad Diallo who will not be joining them until the January
January.
window. He's going to stay on loan at Atalanta for a while.
Mhm.
And Edinson Cavani. What do you think about this? The PSG all-time leading goal scorer, Uruguayan. What are you thinking here?
Okay. So Ed Woodward he has issues with Zlatan. Here's
Okay.
why. Zlatan comes in fine like wine, old
Yep.
age, does very good, tears his like ACL or something,
Yep.
and then he gets out. And I think Ed Woodward is praying that hey, if Zlatan could do it, Edison could do it. Because I think Zlatan was around 30. I think that's like the exact same age, around 33, 34. But here's the thing. Do I have a problem with the signing? No. Edison Cavani on a free 33 outside, like going outside your prime. I mean, it's not bad when Marshall is going to be gone for 3 matches over some crap.
Yep.
I'm not saying that as a Man U fan, I'm not a Man U fan, but I'm not saying that as like a Man U supporter. Just watch the tape. Lamella elbowed him in the face. But
Yep.
Marshall's gone 3 games, and your backup striker is Odion Ighalo. You get Cavani makes sense,
Yep.
but I think, like you're saying, I think the bigger problem is why didn't they just get Sancho? Why didn't they spend the money? What is going on where you have a potentially great player and you don't buy him and you're Manchester United?
Yeah. I'll start here.
Yeah, what's going on?
Why do you think they signed Donny Van de Beek? What do you think was he going
Please
to
the fans.
was it for what?
Please the fans. Unless they get rid of Pogba and we don't know about it. That's the only other option.
You know, if they don't buy Van de Beek, they have enough money for Sancho.
Yep.
I think they have enough money right now. But when you do the math, they offered 100 million. They said no. They paid 39 million for Van de Beek. That would have got it. That would have done it. And this is a generational player. This dude is top 3 of our generation. No debate. This is, I mean, you got Mbappe, Sancho, Holland, right? I mean, are you who else you got in that goat tier?
Potential goats.
Yeah,
Yeah, I mean, I hate to, and I'm not saying this because I'm American. Pulisic, if Pulisic is one American, I will put him in there. But
yeah, yeah. I get you,
yeah,
but I think that they've missed out on Sancho forever now. I don't think. I think that this year he will show out at Dortmund and he will go straight to the top, like straight to Bayern, um, Barcelona, Real Madrid. I think he goes straight to the top.
crazy thing. Just letting y'all know this. Don't be surprised if he comes to Chelsea. And I know you're probably like, how the heck can you afford him? So y'all don't know Ben Chilwell, Tammy, Sancho, a lot of English people. And I'm telling y'all, Frank, just don't be surprised. That's all I'm saying. But anyway,
Yeah. Um, I don't know. At least they made an attempt with Cavani. I understand it, and honestly, United has almost become famous for this. Falcao first, Zlatan second. Now it's Cavani. Falcao didn't work out. Zlatan did. I guess we'll try it again for a tiebreaker here. Um, I mean, Cavani can definitely do it, but at 33 years old, coming to the Prem, I don't think he's played in the Prem before. This is
he hasn't.
this he's not Zlatan. I know that you can compare that they were on the same club. They're both great goal scorers. They play the same position. But Zlatan, that dude's a dog and he's a big boy. Cavani, this is the Prem at 33 years old. Man.
Hey, this man, here's the thing. What he scored, I'm looking at his goal tally. Sorry, that's what I'm looking at. 26 goals. I know y'all don't laugh at me. 10 years ago, 26 goals. Then 2011, 23, 2012, 29, 2013, first year at PSG, 16, then 18, then 19, then 35, then 28, then 18. Like,
Yeah.
he can, and I know you're like, okay, Serie A, trash, PSG, ultimate trash. He can he can bag goals. Now, check me out. Danny Van de Beek, he's an 8. Pogba, 8. Who else we got? Fernandez, 8.
Fred.
Hey,
Yeah.
you got people who are playmakers. If you feed the beast,
Yeah.
I mean, I think. Okay, here's another question: is over under 15 goals, all
Uh,
competitions?
all competitions. I would still go under, but
No, no, that would be a horrible. That means he's going to be a horrible signing.
okay. Well, then he's going to be a terrible signing. I don't, dude, what is there? I mean, how many Carabao games are left?
He's
Two?
got 2.
Yeah. So, I mean, how many FA Cup games are left? If I mean, maybe 5. Like, and then I guess, well, if Martial comes back, you bring him off the bench every match. Do you think he starts in the Prem if Martial's healthy?
Yeah, I think Greenwood goes to the bench.
Okay. And you put Martial back on the left like he.
4-4-2
Okay.
type stuff.
Okay. Okay. Um. Okay. Ah, man, 15. Man, I think I'll tell you. I think that's a good number. You asked me something over or under last time, and I said both.
Yeah.
I was like, you pick out good numbers. You're like Vegas. I would say, how about I say 15?
15. That's
Yeah,
the cap. He's getting 15. Yeah, I think it's not the signing people wanted.
yeah,
I don't know, man. I look at goal scorers now, and I look at the Prems. I mean, Ollie Watkins. Okay, if you would have told me who gets the hat trick first, Edison Cavani or Ollie Watkins, but
or
Ollie
Jack.
Watkins or Jack or Jack Grealish, and they're all playing Liverpool. I mean, you're not gonna say like Ollie from Brentford, no.
Yeah,
So I think a proven. This is my thing. I believe in proven goal scorers. Goal scorers can score anywhere they are, but I think the bigger question is, will Cavani save Manchester United? No,
no,
no, not at
no.
all. And I
And there's
think,
no way. I don't see this becoming a permanent place for him. I think this is 1 year,
yeah,
and yeah,
this is your chance to be a legend. Like Zlatan, Man U. I'm not saying he's a Man U legend, but Zlatan came, conquered,
yep,
he left.
yep,
Cavani, this is your chance. If you get top 4, you will be praised and renowned. you can quit and you'll be straight.
Honestly, straight to
Um,
the MLS, right?
hey, for sure, enter Miami, get Higuain out of there. But
Yeah.
I think I think it has potential. I'll give him over 15 goals all comps because, bro, they gonna play him.
Yeah.
Hollow, you're not playing him.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. Yeah, and if they do go back to the 4-4-2, then he's going to be playing a lot. If they don't, he still comes off the bench. Honestly, you could even run that for whatever they were running 4-3-3, put Martial back on the left wing and put him through the middle, see how that works out. Because I think that Ole's going to be trying a lot of things. I don't think
yeah,
that there's a formation or whatever. I think he's going to try every formation with every player. I think a lot of people are going to get a lot of minutes.
yeah,
So
he's
this honestly could be like if you think of it from the other way, from Cavani's standpoint, I think this is a great move for him. I think he's going to have a lot of opportunities.
it's not. And this the thing about Cavani. So with Sancho, if Sancho comes and they lose, it's Sancho's fault. You're the savior. You're the young man. 120 million. Cavani, you're already 33. The team already sucks. If you don't play well, I'm sorry. I
Yeah,
was a free transfer. So I agree. The pressure's not on Cavani. And you know how it is. Look at Timo Werner. Hasn't scored in the Prem. When the pressure is on the striker, things change.
yeah, yeah.
All right. So anything else you want to say? Are we good? You
No,
feeling good?
I'm good.
All right. Well, that is the end of today's episode 4. Let us know in the comments who you think had the best transfer window. Real Madrid didn't sign anybody. Barcelona choked it up as well. So let us know what you think about topics like those. And we'll be coming out with another episode later this week or next week discussing the games coming up. Everton, Liverpool, that derby is going to be exciting. Thank y'all so much for watching. Make sure you please comment, like, and subscribe. And we are out of here. Peace.